Hello everyone, Father Joe here. It's Saturday, November the 9th. It's a beautiful sunny day here in central New York. It's a little crisp, but it feels good. And you can tell we're heading into to winter. Be here in just probably a little over a month. People are just out getting ready for Thanksgiving and decorating and whatever's going on. But anyways, last night we were at a wedding, as I posted last night, celebrating life, celebrating two people joining together. We were guests there, had a good time at the Hotel Utica. The band that was there was really good. I don't remember the name of the band, but as soon as I asked my wife what the name of the band is, I'll let you know. But they were really good band. Really enjoyed them. Anyways, I'm sitting out here today looking at the water, and I wanted to kind of go over there and tape from the water, but it's still very muddy over there, and there's really nowhere to sit, and I've just had enough of being muddy. But anyways, let's take a little look at the water this morning. It's from a distance. I'm not going to zoom in, but you all know what the canal looks like. You all know what water looks like. But I'd like to continue our talk with you about Jesus, about the other day when his cousin John the Baptist, as we know him, was beheaded, and Jesus wanted to go away to spend some time by himself, to mourn and to just just to let it go and to pray and ask for healing. His heart was broken. But we know when he got to this place that he was going to, the crowd had followed him, and he had compassion upon them, and he healed many, and he preached, and he did what he had to do. In this morning's reading of the daily office for the gospel, if you're not familiar with the term daily office is, it's basically just prayers that are done each day. It's called the daily office in the church. It's morning prayer, noon prayer, evening prayer, nighttime prayer, otherwise known as Compline. It's something that we're told and told as Christians that we need to be continually in prayer. And the daily office is something that we should do every day. You get to read some scripture, you get to say some prayers. It only takes about 5-8 minutes, if that. And there's all shorter versions. It's just spending a few minutes just being with God. But anyways, in today's gospel reading from Matthew chapter 14, verses 22 through 36, Jesus sends the disciples away after he did the work that he was doing, and he wanted to go and be by himself to just basically reflect on his cousin and to pray. And it says here that Jesus made the disciples get into the boat and go before him to the other side while he dismissed the crowds. And after he had dismissed the crowds, he went up on the mountain by himself to pray. The reason why I want to kind of look at the water, even though the canal doesn't have storms, the lake and the Sea of Galilee and the storms, it was just they would pop up from time to time, and the wind and different things. And the disciples were in a boat, and this is one of the stories of Jesus coming to them on the water, and the storm was raging, and they were afraid, and Jesus came to them walking on the water. And they thought when they first saw him that he was a ghost. And when they realized that it was him, this is what it says. And in the fourth watch of the night, he came to them walking on the sea. But when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were terrified, saying, "It is a ghost." And they cried out for fear. But immediately he said to them, "Take heart, it is I, have no fear." And Simon Peter answered him and said, "Lord, if it is you, bid me to come to you on the water." And Jesus said to him, "Come." So Peter got out of the boat and walked on the water. He came to Jesus. But when he saw the wind, he was afraid. And beginning to sink, he cried out, "Lord, save me." Jesus immediately reached out his hand and caught him, saying to him, "O man of little faith, why did you doubt?" And when they had got into the boat, the wind ceased, and those in the boat worshipped him, saying, "Truly you are the Son of God." Simon Peter is a lot like all of us. I can relate to Simon Peter. He's always the first one to say, "I'll go, Lord." He's always the first one to say, "I'll die with you, Lord." He's always the first one to say this, and if it's you, then bid me to come out. And he's always the one that is afraid. He falls apart. He denied the Lord 3 times the night he was arrested. Simon Peter is like all of us. We love Jesus. Sometimes we're not always there for him. Sometimes we're afraid. Sometimes we don't really trust him like he wants us to trust him. And in this case, Peter stepped out of the boat and something miraculous happened. He didn't sink. We know when we step on water, we know. But as he was going towards Jesus, he started to realize that the storm around him, he started to become afraid, and he took his focus off Jesus. And he started to sink, and he started to cry out, "Lord, save me." In the midst of all of this, Jesus says to him as he's pulling him out of the water, "Where's your faith? Why did you need more faith? Why did you doubt? I was right here. I was right before you." So this story reminds us today that, the storms will cease, the sun will come out, and this too shall end, whatever it is that you're going through. But always remember that Jesus is just a cry away. "Lord, save me." And he'll be there. He'll be there in a way that you didn't think he would be there. And all of us, like Simon Peter, we doubt, we don't trust, and we sink, and we cry out. That's what I do. I have faith. My faith goes up and down, whatever that means, I don't know. It just means sometimes my faith is stronger, sometimes I forget that I'm not alone. And I have to step back and remind myself that Jesus is always with us. He's with you, he's with me. And he will never leave us alone in the storm. So my brothers and sisters, may this day be a blessing upon you. Get out, get some sunshine, breathe some fresh air. And as always, you know the message. Take care of one another, love one another, forgive one another, and most of all, be there for one another. I keep switching them around. I'll get it straight one of these days. It's something like that. Anyways, enjoy your day. Peace out. Love you all. God bless.